Hello, everybody, and welcome to TV Gold. I'm your host, Jennifer Aydin. I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to start this podcast off with gratitude. Thank you guys so much for all the love you've been giving TV Gold. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It does well for me. I'm so excited about this podcast because I have so many ideas that I want to share with you guys. Parts of my life, things that I like, things that I'm interested in. And to celebrate this podcast, I recently had a launch party. I had the launch party at my house because I feel like not only is my house an extension of me, but it's also a character in itself, right? And it's kind of a lot like me. It's bold, it's a little outrageous, it's fancy, yet comfortable, it's warm, it's inviting, yet, it's a boss. My house is a boss, honey. And it needs a boss to run it. So I'm so happy to be able to share my launch party with you guys. And I wore this dress. We're going to talk about the dress. We're going to talk about the dress. Because it's yes to this dress. And to talk about my podcast launch party, I thought what better than to have two people who were at my launch party, who are actually guests of mine all the time, because they're more than just guests, they're family. Please help me welcome my sister and my cousin, Tina Profita and Susan Hanawi. Welcome to TV Gold.
Hi.
Welcome to TV Gold. This is TV Gold. This is TV Gold. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Don't be nervous.
Just a little.
It's fine. I'm the talker in the family.
She sure is.
But growing up, we used to all do a little talking. We used to do a little singing.
Oh my gosh.
A little fighting.
We would fighting.
Over parts of who wants to be what.
And me and Susie I call her Susie, even though her name is Susan. We're first cousins. Obviously, me and Tina were first cousins, too. I mean, we're first cousins with Susie, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're sisters.
We're sisters. We're sisters. And when we were growing up, all we used to like to do is like sing and dance. And perform in our room. Me and Tina shared a room.
We did.
Yeah.
We would kick Tina out.
They would kick me out.
We would.
Like all the time.
Because like me and her were like closer in age.
Yeah, I get it.
And you're like cousins that grow up together. Sometimes they'll like exclude one. Not for any personal reason, just as an age thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
feel like
I mean, now that I'm older, and even back then, I understood. I'm like the little sister, and there's 3 years age difference.
And you were a tattletale girl.
Yes,
I
what I
was.
was saying.
I
we were
was.
scared that you would go tell your mom everything we talked about.
I know.
She would.
I would.
And then I'd get in trouble.
I was the good one.
Yes. Because I was thinking, and I'm like thinking, who am I going to interview for my podcast launch party? And I was like, it's got to be people who come to the party, of course, and which we'll have some of that moving forward. I had a prince. Yes, I invited Prince Mario Max.
Mario Max.
Yes, his mother was definitely a German princess, so he is royalty. He is. That was pretty cool. And, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody has fun at my parties?
Yes,
Everyone has fun at your parties. Well, everyone has fun at your house. We're here all the time, whether there's a party or not. It's just like the house to be in.
my house is the party.
It's fun.
Well, the hostess really sets the tone of every party. So when
Yes.
you're relaxed, the guests are relaxed because we pick up on that.
Right.
So you make everyone feel very welcomed and comfortable. So
Thank you for that.
has a lot
And
to
which
do
is
with
actually the main reason why I wanted to have the launch party at the house. Because some people were looking at me like, am I going to have a launch party with strangers and reporters and media in my home, in my sanctuary? And as crazy as the idea may have sounded, but yeah, actually, because my house is very warm and inviting, and it's very welcoming, and it's an extension of me. And it's like, if I'm going to launch this podcast and show everybody how it's TV Gold, then come to my house and let me show you some TV Gold. And I feel like a lot of the people who were invited, especially like the media and everybody who's never been here before, I feel like they were really enamored with the whole thing. And I don't mean just because the house is so great, which of course it is, and thanks for that, but more as like the community, like the feeling, like everybody who didn't know you guys, who met you guys, was like, we love your family, like this is so beautiful. So I was like, we should have an episode to talk about how I do a Jennifer Aydin party. And then I was thinking, the holidays are coming up, and you're always hosting holiday parties.
Christmas Eve is my thing.
Christmas Eve is your thing. And I was like, we should have an episode where we talk about do's and don'ts for parties, especially that the holidays are coming up. I
Absolutely.
mean, I know for me, everybody's always asking me like how I throw so many parties, sometimes in a row, right? Last year I had an
my
incident where
goodness. Yes.
I had 2 parties with over 100 people in my house, 2 nights in a row, like literally, yes. And I have like a lot of tips that I wanted to share about, you know, how I do for the holidays or like what we do for the holidays. I mean, Tina, you just go to the parties.
Yeah.
But your presence is so valued.
You know what it is? It's just that like there's no point in having a party at my house because your house is so
I hear that.
accommodating
I'm fine
and
with
it's
that.
so like there's space
We
for
love your house.
everyone and everyone is comfortable. So it just makes sense instead of trying to cram, 20 people at my Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
It's better to be here.
But
Oh
you've
my God.
hosted before.
I
We
have
came to
hosted
your
before.
You've definitely
live.
hosted before.
I've
but
definitely
you're right,
hosted
like
before.
the kids always like their home.
they like
you
their,
know?
they like, and your house has like so many different areas they could go to, which definitely helps with different age groups.
Totally
Right.
does.
So like we
Absolutely.
get together, but then if the kids want to go, different age groups like kind of go to the basement or go to their rooms, they could do that. Whereas in my house, it's like a little bit more limited, but I still do host. I just do more like smaller dinner parties.
Right.
So,
And when we do host, one thing I love about us is that we invite our family over as family,
Oh,
like with their
yeah.
kids.
Always.
oh yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's for me like I remember Tina. Do you remember growing up and when Susie would come
Oh,
over
yeah.
and
Oh my
with
gosh,
my aunt and
great.
uncle, and then our
I
other cousin
loved
would come
it.
over, Cindy, and then we would all hang out. Like I grew up on the memories of our extended family hanging out and having like
Absolutely.
barbecues or
Yeah.
Ayak.
right. Oh my God, we used to go to Susie's. So we're from Long Island.
Yes.
And I'm from
was great.
Plainview. Me and Tina are from Plainview,
From Massapequa.
Massapequa.
Yes.
And we would go to your house, and there would always be an ice cream man that would come.
Truck, yes, ice cream
We
truck.
love the ice cream truck. I don't know why we don't get an ice cream truck in Paramus. Do you ever get an ice cream truck?
I
Dee?
mean, once in a while, but it's not the same. I'll
No.
see sometimes like a Mr.
I don't
Softy.
ever.
Mr.
Nobody
Softy
comes-
was a good one.
But I remember
yeah.
in Massapequa, there was this ice cream bar and it was a foot and the big toe
Love
was
the
a big
foot.
bubble gum.
Yes.
And
We
the
used to
bubble gum
love
was
the
so
bubble gum.
hard because it was frozen.
Yes.
And the way that you say foot in Turkish is ayak. So
Ayak.
we would go ayak. It
Ayak.
was funny.
So we would stick it in each other. Yeah, it's like an inside joke. It had to be there, but it
You
was
had
so
to be
funny. Those were the
there.
memories.
So
So,
much
it's
fun.
it's important for me to invite families over
Yeah.
with their families. You know, I also find that kids love coming to my house or your house. Like they love hanging out in the basement because there's all these little
Yeah.
like areas where you can seclude to. So it's like, okay, when we're going to throw a party, what goes into throwing a party? So I'm going to say what went into throwing my party. So I don't really get caught up on catering, meaning like hiring a caterer where they call you up and they're like, well, how many people are you having? And then they charge per person. And then you hire staff and waiters. Like that could get really expensive. And you know what? Sometimes, depending on the occasion, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. I acknowledge the fact that people love coming over my house. Like it's a vibe.
Yeah.
So I love to do buffet style food. I feel like when you do a party that's just passed out hors d'oeuvres, as elegant as that is, I feel like everybody always takes one,
Yeah.
maybe two if nobody's looking, but like you don't want to take more than, because you know, like everyone's looking and they're coming over and you're really only supposed to take one, and maybe I don't want to take one. Okay. And you know, so
And
I just
sometimes the pass around your hors d'oeuvres, you'll have like a stick left, or like you'll have
It's like a
I
nubbin.
don't know, like if you have like a shrimp, you'll have like the shrimp tail, and then you're walking around with like your garbage.
That's true too.
It's
See,
annoying.
another reason not to have passed out hors d'oeuvres for us. And disclaimer, people, no party people come at us and start saying, that's not how you do a party. This is how we do a party. So the point of this episode is to show how I did my launch party and little key factors that I do at every party that I want to give as tips. You know, the holiday season's coming up. I think when I do a party, disposable everything. You feel me, Sue?
Absolutely. Always. Yes.
Disposable everything. Okay.
As much as you can, right?
And actually, I have some props here for you guys today. Yes, that is TV gold. Yes. So since my launch party was gold and the theme was black and gold, because those are my colors, I did black and gold plates from Amazon. Okay. Very good quality. It came in a set. Cutlery, hello, one and done. You go, you get a great buffet of food, chafing dishes. Let everybody pack on whatever they want. Let them eat. I don't always rent tables and chairs, but sometimes I do. But let's keep in mind that even when I do tables and chairs, I don't have seating for everybody that's invited. And I don't think you need to have seats for everybody invited. I think it's a house party. People are mingling, right? Even the people who do sit down where they find a seat to sit, once they eat, they're going to get up and mingle, and then they can give somebody else a spot. So I don't get caught up in too much of like where people need to sit. They'll find a place to sit. Most of the time, people don't want to sit anyway. They're mingling, they're walking around, which is what I love about having it at my house. Because sometimes at a catering hall, you do get stuck sitting at a table the whole night.
Yeah, you do.
Right.
You know? And then you're only talking to the person next to you on both sides the whole night. Right, whereas in your house, you could just like walk around and mingle. So disposable everything. Look, even these, I got these fantastic like golds. I don't know what this is called.
Cups.
But it's
Goblets,
definitely a
kind of
goblet,
like.
but it's like plastic. It's not glass. So it's, I mean, these I rewashed, truth be told. I was not throwing these out. I was like, these are so cute. I'm keeping them. And also like, I feel like it's the little things. So something I like to have at my parties is valet parking.
Oh,
So
So
important
good.
when it's
I'm
freezing.
going to let them talk about the valet
Yes.
parking because I think I've talked a lot.
well, it's just much more convenient when you're done, especially, you know, when you have to find a way to park when there's like 100 cars in your driveway, right?
sure.
And having someone do that for you is just so much more convenient. All you do is drive yourself up to the front door and say thank you so much, and then get your ticket. And then when it's time to leave, the car comes to you. Right?
People get shocked at the valet parking.
it-
But it's
because
just
they
so much
really do.
more convenient.
I think it
than-
really
yeah.
is just so unexpected. Like when you say, I'm going to have a party at my house, people aren't usually expecting valet.
It's not always. It's not always. It's definitely like when I'm having a gathering, a get together, if it's a birthday that's not a party, which I do on Sundays, and I'll have a minimum of like 30, 40 people in the house, we're not doing valet for that. But if it's like a party, like a Christmas party or
A sweet 16,
a
the
sweet
baptism.
16, a baptism, these little things that I'll get valet parking for. And it's really not that expensive. I'm going to tell you the company that I use. His name is James. They're about $50 an hour. I think that's
good.
reasonable.
I think so
If you
too.
have
too.
a 5-hour party, that's $250. I mean, like for me, that's a nominal cost in the grand scheme of things. You know, I rather
That's
give
all
you.
it was?
I mean, yeah, and then I mean, I guess they're expecting people to tip.
Right.
But Bill like doesn't like asking the guests to tip. He feels like it makes them feel inconvenient. But the thing is, I tell Bill is like, even if we went somewhere and they were telling you not to tip, I know
You were
Bill,
gonna
he would tip.
anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
If people want to tip, let them
They're
tip.
gonna
I mean,
tip.
I tipped.
Yes.
So if you want to tip, you could tip. But I also tip them at the end of the night, and I give them a generous tip because it's cold, especially when it's cold.
When it's cold and when we're all dressed up and we're wearing heels, it was just like a godsend. It was great.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it's
Oh
just
yes,
a regular
okay.
family
Paragon
event.
Paragon Valet. Shout out to Paragon Valet. I use them for all my parties, and you know what? Like we've got it down packed to a science now. They know what to do. We have to make sure we leave a valet sign at the foot of the driveway so your guests know you have valet.
Right.
Because you don't want someone to come walking all up and be like, "You had valet."
Right.
That would suck. That would
Right.
so suck. Another thing I did this year that I found that was really great was coat check tickets. Coat check tickets. And I know it's like so simple. And you're thinking, you mean coat check tickets? I mean good old fashioned coat check tickets. You have your ticket? You got your ticket? These are upside down. You got your ticket? So what I do is I have 2 closets that are adjacent to my front doors that are usually empty anyway for guests. And I take all the hangers in there. I have about 50 in each closet. And I just put this on each hanger. Or I have one of my kids do it. Really, I have one of my kids do it. So they put one of these on each hanger, and then when my guests come to the house, whoever's opening the door, they'll usually let them know, like, hey, put your coat on the hanger and just make sure you rip off the bottom.
Where'd you find those?
Amazon.
Of course, Amazon.
When in doubt,
right? Always.
Amazon. And I also, another thing that people appreciate are these little name tags.
I didn't see those. I didn't get
staff.
one.
Well, you're not staff, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
it's for her staff.
I thought it was like, I'm so
Not for
stupid.
you.
Hi, we're Seinfeld. What's your
You know, when you
name?
go to like your reunion or like a networking event,
Nice
like
to
when you
meet
go to a
you.
networking event, you get a name tag. That's why I'm like,
No.
I didn't see those.
You know what?
That's a
Tina?
little weird.
Maybe we should add that to one of my parties moving
Yeah.
forward.
Just
It
so people
should be
can
like
address you
my
by your
name
name.
is.
Yes. So I figure.
I mean, I didn't meet the prince probably because I didn't have a name tag.
probably because he didn't have a name tag. Maybe you didn't know which one he was.
I
No, but
mean,
he
you could
introduced
tell
me.
he was the prince.
Oh, you could tell. Yeah,
You could tell.
You could tell he was the prince. Yeah, you could tell. Oh my God, there's a gnat.
Well, actually, I was really surprised. I didn't know he was a prince. He's like,
I mean, I didn't.
from
I didn't
Vienna.
know he
And
was
I'm
like a
huh?
prince,
My
but
kids
he
were
looked
like,
like
Mom, is
some
he really a
super
prince of
rich
what?
white dude. I'm like,
I was
oh
like,
my
I don't
god.
think he's a prince. Okay, I'm lucky you're not bowing. He's so fun. I love him. So I put little like this so that if somebody, so Adriana and like the girls that are working for me, I like them to wear name tags so that the people who don't know, if they need something,
They can just
They know
address
their
They know
stuff,
who to
yeah.
go to.
Okay,
That's
smart.
Yeah.
smart. I
Amazon?
know. I don't know how I got it. So smart. So I did a catering once where like I hired a caterer where it was like per person. And it came out to be not only so much more expensive, like when you do per person, it's kind of like a catering hall. But like there was one year where I was trying to have a party here and be like really fancy. I'm like, let me have a caterer. Instead of like this, like just like ordering from one of these restaurants that I go to all the time, which I love, by the way, let me try to like up it a little bit. And I have to say, like, I was disappointed. I had purchased the food for the amount of people that were going to be at the party. And then when I would see the chafing dishes, they would kind of look sparse, like empty.
Oh, that's not good.
And I would go back there and I'd be like, where's all the, like, I ordered for 100 people or whatever the number was. And they're like, oh, we're going to just put out sporadically. Like, as people take, we'll replenish. I'm like, don't do that.
Right.
Because if they see little food, I know we're Middle Eastern, dude.
They're not
Like,
gonna
we
wanna
go
taste.
for
Right,
seconds.
they're gonna feel
Yeah.
bad, and they're
Right.
gonna take like one kebab.
So if
Yeah.
you have like, it was chicken franchise, like chicken
Oh.
franchise, but it was like, so, and I've gotten from Italian restaurants where I do get the chafing dish and it's like, it's packed.
Right.
You know, this was like a more fancy caterer where I was paying like a certain number ahead.
Right.
Which is when I do my parties now, like I learned because our people, like at the end of the day, it's about the company and the food, right? You want to make sure that the food's always good, that people are always full, that you make sure you have enough. That's why we always over order. But I rather over order.
Then not.
Then
have
not.
enough. Right.
So I feel
That would just be like not good,
right.
Right.
So like, and then I was left over with so much food, and I was like, you just should have all put it out. And it's like, oh, that's not elegant, or that's not this. Like, dude, it ain't that deep. We ain't that fancy. Okay, we're eating out of plastic cups.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Right, Sue? Feel me?
absolutely. I always like to have more than not. I would like my guests to feel comfortable to be able to go for seconds if needed, right?
Right.
Instead of feeling like, oh, where's the food? Oh,
Right.
You know what? I'll skip or
Right.
whatever. I'll go look
Especially
for something else.
if you're like online and there's so many people behind you, you might think, well, I don't want to take too much because there are all these people behind me.
Right. And so like kind of annoyed me that I got, but again, lesson learned, and it could work for maybe another occasion, but I feel like the way that I did it, especially when I did for Gabby's 18th birthday, like my daughter Gabriella, I threw her a fantastic birthday at the house. She wanted an 18th birthday / graduation party. And that time we could do it outside. Now, if I can utilize my backyard, I mean, you want to talk about a character? That is a character, my backyard. What did you guys think of Gabby's party?
Oh my gosh. The best.
It was great.
I brought a
mean,
gyro machine.
I'm saying it was the best for any graduate.
I mean, what more
it's
can you
like-
ask for, right?
she
Not
had-
like it was the best, but she was very happy with it.
For her, she
Yeah.
like had everything that she probably wanted for her party. So
Yeah.
I think
it just looked so good. Like
so great.
the lights outside, and
Yeah.
you had these like big like lights in the pool.
Yeah,
and
I
the
use
tables
Balloons
and the
VIP.
settings.
They always do such a great backdrop of balloons. I always have a place where people could take pictures. And I have Snap Society come, and that's the one with the photo booth,
Right.
Melanie.
Yes, yes.
So she always takes great pictures. I
So
mean, I
good.
don't
And
even
she
have
texts
to.
them to you. Like as soon as you're done, she'll go at. Did you get the text messages?
Yes, of course I did.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was
Like,
good.
That's
I
what you
mean,
have them. They're
guys,
right there on your phone.
You don't even need to hire a photographer. Just hire Snap Society, Melanie from there. She comes there with this basically portable camera where she will follow your guests around, take their photos, text it to them. And I don't know
was
about you,
great.
but I think we look great in all her photos. I
They
tell
were
her, like,
great.
I don't know,
They
is
were
there
so
like some
good.
invisible filter or is that just me?
No, they were all really good.
You're
No,
right.
it's
Yes.
the filter. It's the filter. It's the filter. But we welcome a filter, honey. We love the filter. And when I was thinking to do the party with TV Gold, obviously everything was going to be TV Gold. So I got a step and repeat, so I could take photos in front of. And then that was going to be black and gold. And then I had Balloons VIP come and do the balloon decoration. And then that was going to be black and gold. And then I was thinking that I was going to wear black and gold. But then I was like, if I wear black and gold, I'm going to blend. I don't want to blend. I wanted to stand out.
Right.
No, your dress is perfect,
And then I found
Jen.
this
Your dress is
dress.
perfect.
The dress. I love this dress because, like, first of all, I mean, how can you not wear this dress and not feel pretty? Like, I feel like
I mean, it's
I'm
so,
very
like,
pretty.
it's
It's very
like
feminine.
I
and
wanted to
it's
make sure
feminine,
it was,
so pretty.
Thank you. I wanted something that was, feminine yet powerful. Dominating yet welcoming. I wanted to make a statement. And I wanted to be like, the hostess with the mostest. Like, what do you need? I got you.
Right.
Which is why I wanted to have the launch party at the house. Because it's like, you know what? Let's have all the media here. Because sometimes people have a bad perception of me.
I mean, you can't believe that nonsense.
Yes. And you know what? It's all right. Because at the end of the day, it's like, don't believe the hype. Come and see. And, be your own judge of character. And I feel like it was a big hit.
It was great,
I
Jen.
feel
Great.
like,
Party.
it was a fun
Yes.
party.
Very fun.
I had a DJ, which, you know what? Another thing about DJ, like DJ is cool and not cool, but it depends on the situation. There are times where I don't bring a DJ and I just like empty out my foyer. Like I have this beautiful table in my foyer that I just hide. And then I pick up the rug because, I know people are going to be with their shoes. And I'm not going to tell people to take off their shoes in my house at a party. We don't do that. And so I make the foyer kind of like a dance floor. And sometimes when I don't have a DJ, sometimes it's even more fun when I don't have a DJ because I set the playlist. I control the volume. Sometimes when the DJ comes, you tell them to turn it down and then they don't turn it down or they turn it down for a second and then you walk away and then it's back up. And, people are talking and mingling, at least if you have a playlist. And then I have a kids. I know John, Susie's son too, he has a speaker. Susie has 3 kids. Right? 4 kids. Oh my God, 4 kids. Yes, we forgot. There was a surprise. Yes. Her name is Melania. 4 kids. I don't know, that's
She's
so
the one
funny.
you forgot.
I don't know how. I was like,
Poor.
Susie has 3 kids. That's so
forget that
funny.
one.
Well, when John, Jenna, Gigi grew up with Justin, Jakey, and Gabby, it was more like 3 and 3.
It was always
for
3 and
sure.
3. Yeah.
So that's probably
Yes.
why I was subconsciously maybe.
Yes, you had 3
did
kids
it.
forever.
Well, yeah. They
Well,
were
it
so
felt like
back to
forever.
back.
And then we had a surprise and
We had our
Well,
blessing.
A blessing. It's always a
love her.
blessing. Kids
Yeah.
are always a blessing. Always a blessing. And she's very close with my Olivia. So John loves to do, speakers also in the house. Like you don't need a DJ ever. You got John as your DJ.
Yeah, I mean, he's got
Yeah.
the whole DJ stuff happening too. What is
Yeah.
that? The mixer,
The spinning,
and
the spinning.
all that.
Yeah.
He's always been into music.
I know. We have a couple DJs. They're good DJs in our community, I got to say. Like, they do a really good job. But sometimes it's just not necessary depending on
Right.
the situation. Like Gabby's party, her 18th.
It was amazing.
You needed it. Like, you
We
needed
were
it.
dancing
Well,
the
yeah.
whole
I got the
night. I felt like
driver.
we were in a nightclub. Like it was so much fun, but it was fitting.
Yeah, it was fitting.
Right.
But
Graduation, baptism, it's fitting. But
It's
like
fitting.
launch party or maybe even like a Christmas party, you're not really thinking about, all right, everybody, let's dance.
Right.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It depends on the scale of the party and
For
the amount of
sure.
people you have.
Yeah.
So,
And not every party turns into a dancing party anyway. Sometimes it's just like a mingling party, which that's more fun. Who the hell wants a headache?
I mean, yeah. Depends.
I like headaches. Dance.
There's a time and a place,
For
right?
sure.
Time and a place. Of
For
course,
sure.
time and a place. And another thing that I did for my launch party was I gave these little goodie bags. Did you guys get a little goodie box?
I did. It was great.
Oh my
And
gosh,
this
it was
one's
so
empty.
good.
We emptied them out. They came in these little goodie boxes. What was in
They
them?
had a serum in there.
There was
like
a serum
facial
from
stuff.
IS Clinical. There was
There was
like
an
this
eyeshadow
steam mask
palette.
for your eyes. There was a body
was-
scrub that smelled so good. The Dubai
Yes,
chocolate.
The Dubai chocolate.
And
I
then
love the body
there
scrub.
was-
I ate the whole thing in one
Yeah.
setting.
Dubai
Like I
chocolate.
secretly hate you. I ate the whole thing in one setting.
I couldn't do that.
It was
because
so
it's
good.
delicious, but I mean, it's
Oh,
sweet.
I can.
Oh,
I can eat the whole thing in one
I can eat
setting. Oh, yes, you can.
Reese's, But that's like
So this is
Yeah.
Dubai chocolate. For those of you who don't know, Dubai chocolate is basically milk chocolate, and inside the filling is pistachio cream mixed with this shredded wheat that a lot of Middle Easterns and Greek people use as a dessert called kunefe, right? It's like a shredded, you could buy it. It's probably next to the phyllo dough in your grocery store. It's kunefe. It kind of looks like shredded wheat. And they mix that in with the pistachio cream and they put it in the middle of this milk chocolate. And then they put it in the fridge so it hardens, and you should eat it cold. And it's just like so crispy.
it'll
yet
melt in your mouth.
creamy.
It's delicious.
Delicious.
And I mean, of course, you've heard of Dubai chocolate. It was all over TikTok, and you probably can get it in certain places. But how many places do you know given in a gold box? I'm waiting.
Oh my God.
I can't hear you, but the answer is none. None. Yes, the answer is none. And I was like, what better gift to put in my goodie bag than some Dubai chocolate? And I feel like people have come to now expect and look forward to Dubai chocolate when they come to a Jennifer Aydin party. I mean, everybody gets this chocolate. I don't know how, it's like $20-something. It's up there. But I don't care. For me, it's the presentation. I mean, I'm giving you a gold bar, dude. Like literally. If that ain't TV gold, then I don't know what is. But maybe we're gonna try a little chocolate. Tina, a bite?
I mean, I'm not eating on TV.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I had dinner already, yo.
I mean, I ate dinner too here, which was lovely.
So yes, this is how I eat it. Usually square by square. I'm sorry.
You're so crazy.
She is nuts.
Really good. I'm TV gold, honey. I'm TV gold.
Oh,
What else? Yes, what?
Okay.
Tell me.
About what?
Susie's got a thought. I don't know. I'm so enamored with the chocolate. I don't know. You talk, honey. I'm eating tea. I'm eating some chocolate.
I don't even know what. I was going to
She just wants the Dubai. We want the Dubai chocolate. I mean, I had dinner already, but yes. So these are some of the fun things that I do at a Jennifer Aydin party. It's not that deep. Oh, and another tip I have for parties: no chips. No chips. No chips and salsa.
crumbs.
No chips and
everywhere.
guac.
No.
Chips
no.
leaves crumbs. Yes, they do. Chips leaves crumbs.
Guac and salsa are just so messy.
They're so messy.
Yeah.
You
But
know
I
what?
think it depends on the party. Like if it's a Super Bowl party, you
yeah,
need
yeah,
some
yeah,
kind
yes,
of chips.
yes.
I mean,
No,
you
no,
need
no.
the
Okay.
chips are the highlight. You need
No,
it.
you're
Okay.
right. That's
yeah,
right.
that's true.
Yeah, like
Yes,
it
all right.
depends
Chips.
on what party.
But,
But,
like,
usually,
sometimes-
like those huge get-togethers with 100 people.
Yeah.
I would not.
Oh
put that
no.
in. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
because you know
No,
what?
no,
They
no.
leave crumbs,
Yeah.
and I figured just don't leave any like snacks out. Let them get really nice and hungry, so that when the food is open, everybody could eat,
Right.
get full, and then they can get their drink on. Right, Sue?
Right.
Always.
Sue loves to get her drink on, honey. Tina not too far behind either. I was
I
gonna
love
give him a hot
alcohol.
toddy, but then I just gave him some hot tea.
It's so bad. It's so good.
It's good. You should like. I wish I liked alcohol. I wish I liked alcohol.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
like the worst.
I'm the
Yeah.
designated driver. I mean, I'm naturally always peppy. You guys need a drink to get peppy. I'm always
Well,
here.
What do you usually stick to with drinking?
I mean, I really do like everything, but lately I watch the calories. So I'll just have like a vodka club soda, but sometimes I'll put it in like a fancy glass and I'll throw some fruit in there. Maybe like a lime or a lemon. And
I know.
Yum.
Susie's is Belvedere soda, right?
Belvedere with seltzer.
Oh, it's seltzer.
Lemon and lime.
I'm a Tito's girl.
But now I've
yeah.
been into wine lately, which is
I like
surprising.
wine
'cause-
too, but the thing is I can't I can't like get through a bottle. So I only want a glass, and the bottle has about 4 glasses.
Don't they have mini bottles now, or like single serving
they're
bottles?
shit.
Oh,
they're
are?
like really bad. I mean,
do I
I
know?
remember when I was like, you know what? Let me try the single serve bottles, and like even like if you buy a big bottle, like by the second night, you know, the first night, the second night, third, fourth night, it's just crap.
Yeah, no, I get that. No, I get that. Well,
There is a special like wine preserver you could purchase, but I don't know how good they really are.
oh my God, I know what to get you for Christmas. So, talking about that, the holidays are coming up.
Yes.
What are the plans? Did you guys
Excited.
get lists yet from the kids? I got Anna's list. That's my niece.
I got Anna's
Tina's-
list too, but I was surprised. There's nothing like big on there. Everything is like sweatpants or sweatshirts. There's no like nice big gift.
I
What
got
about you, Sue?
Melania's Christmas gift list. Jenna was pretty easy this year. She was like something small, and I usually give them money, which is really boring. But sometimes
They like it.
they like it because
Cash
then they
is
could
king,
just,
honey.
even though like because they're not little kids anymore, where they're looking forward to those presents.
I
It's
know.
more of like the bigger items, so
I
they'd
know.
rather get the cash. But Melania did give me a list of certain things. I think she had an Apple Watch on it, which I don't know about that. Like I'm just thinking.
I mean, I bought them for Christian and Olivia, but they never wear it.
They don't?
No.
See, that's what I'm thinking. She's probably
never
going to
gonna
just,
wear it.
she's getting the hype of it all, but is she really going to wear it? And how healthy is it for her to be wearing an Apple Watch every day? I don't know.
That's true. That's
So,
true. Well, I will
don't
say
know.
to that, T, you're right. As they get older, they ask for less and less. And it's funny because like last year, they asked for less, but some of them, their items were higher.
Well, that's the
Ticketed
thing.
items. Yes,
This was
yes.
like I.
It's like we're getting
I would
Chanel
rather get-
bags on the list and a Dior bag and a Goyard. Which one?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
because you
yes.
ain't getting all three. But then they came to me like, like after all was said and done, I forgot which one it was, but they were like, "Mom, it's kind of like we didn't get a lot of presents this year."
Fuckers. Sorry.
Did you just say that out loud?
I did.
Wow.
Are you
They
talking to me?
did. No.
Oh.
No, I was saying to the kid who asked, who told me that. The kid who said, "Mom, it felt like we didn't get a lot of gifts this year."
I have not heard that before.
Yeah.
And I would not want to
Dang.
hear that.
I mean,
either.
do you even see what my tree looks like
Yeah,
on
that's what I'm
Christmas
saying.
morning?
Yeah.
It looks like it threw up gifts.
Always. That's why I'm surprised to hear
no
that.
one
It's
cleans
so
it up.
funny because like,
I'm surprised to hear that.
like sometimes we'll come here before church to take pictures when we're like newly done up and like before we eat and like we look really nice. And I'm like, Jen, everything looks so beautiful. She's like, I went to sleep 3 hours ago.
Yeah, I
She'll
mean, well,
be wrapping up that stuff till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
I remember one time you had posted
So
about
I do
you
every year.
when all the kids like
Yeah.
would go to bed,
3 o'clock
come
in the
back
morning,
down,
I
and
go
you're
down.
like wrapping everyone's
Yep.
gifts,
Yep.
having it all ready, and you're like, okay, time for bed, and it's like 5 in the morning.
I even take a couple bites of that cookie for Santa. Yes, I do. And then all the kids come down. I don't even leave any gifts up there Christmas Eve either. Nope. All the gifts come while they're sleeping, like Santa came to the house. And they love it. And I love doing it for them. And I even have Santa come to the house. My brother dresses up like Santa every year. We've been doing it.
Steven's gonna have to do it this
Where-
year.
Oh my God, that's
Mike's not gonna be
right.
here.
My
Yeah,
brother and
Mike's not gonna
Melda
be here.
moved to Florida with their 2 kids. They moved in July.
yeah.
Oh, that's going to be such a bummer not having
It's gonna
them.
suck.
It's going to suck.
I mean, we'll make it like good, but it's
We'll
gonna
make it
suck.
work, but
We're gonna
yeah,
have to ask
Steven's going to have to
Steven.
take one for
Steven's
the
gonna
team.
have to do it.
Yeah, he will.
He will, of
He
course
He would
he
do
will.
it. Of course he would do it.
Oh,
He would
yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
He would be like, put your phones away.
Yes, for sure. For
I'm
sure.
not doing it if their phones are out. Totally.
100%.
Totally. Well,
Because he wants to, have that moment.
I get it. It's just,
So,
like
it's
different
sweet.
generations, they're kids. I always tell my kids, sometimes when I'm on the phone with, when Mom used to be on the phone with our uncles growing up and she would be like,
yeah,
oh,
I
do you
don't
want
want
to
to talk to old people.
I'm like, no, I'm busy. I was just shy and I wasn't so confident in my Turkish. And I'm a 12-year-old kid, dude. I mean, I like my uncle. I love him. In fact, I just don't want to talk to him right now.
I know. When you're a kid.
When you're a
now
kid.
it's like,
When you're a
yeah,
kid,
now
now
I
it's
call
different. I
and we
love
talk,
calling
and like
my
I look
uncles.
forward to talking to them all the time.
All the time.
But
it's the
yeah,
chapter
as a
that you're
kid,
in.
Yeah,
It's
as a
the
kid, you're
chapter that
12.
you're in.
Like, and she'd be like, you want to talk to your grandmother? And I'm like, 10 years old. I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Hi, love you.
Yeah.
School's
I mean,
good,
it's just
bye.
like, that's the chapter that you're in, you know?
For sure.
And then we have these fun traditions that I've done now. I think 2 years in a row, we decorate the gingerbread houses.
Yes.
So I'll make gingerbread houses. I just go to Five Below. Like, it's not that deep. And and you know what? I hot glue gun that shit. Yes, I do. It doesn't matter. It sticks.
Wait, I didn't know you did that.
It sticks better, honey. Otherwise, the icing doesn't stay.
I know. I struggle with that every time.
I didn't see the kids do that last year.
No. So I hot glue gun the house so it's ready for them to decorate. And then they decorate with icing.
Oh.
The house is just, so the house doesn't collapse. I want it to stick.
Yes, because
it.
usually by the time you put the house together, all the icing's done.
Yes, and it
So there's
melts too. It doesn't always stick. And then you got to put it in the fridge and all that.
You know what? You could do that now because the kids are older. And you can tell them they know not to eat it. But with little kids,
I mean, listen,
probably
little
don't
kids,
do
you
that.
can use sugar. You can boil sugar and dip it in the sugar, and the sugar works too. Oh. It's just that sometimes that's more work. And, you know, sometimes I don't want to cook and heat up something and make a mess. Like the glue gun, you just plug in. And you know what? They're not eating it anyway.
They're not eating
and
it.
it's just to make the house so that it's ready for them to decorate. And then we'll do like a little, so it's ready. So I
Right.
got like, 12 gingerbread houses, and I make sure we have one for each kid. Anna has one.
Right.
You'll walk in, I'll be like, want a gingerbread house to decorate? Just get into the Christmas spirit. We did that last year too. I think it was fun. And then we go to your house Christmas Eve.
Yes. Which is always fun.
It's going to be
Always
fun.
fun.
Family, family, family. That's what the holidays are all about.
Yeah.
So this was really fun. Thank you guys so much for talking with me about parties. Thank you for listening to me talk about parties.
And we're so happy for you.
We're so happy for you.
Like, so happy for you.
This is TV Gold. You were meant for this.
Yeah.
This is so you,
They grew
Jen.
up with me.
Yeah.
They know
We
me.
shared a room.
Yeah.
Jen's
And
always
she
been
always
really
wanted
good.
to be,
Yes.
she always wanted to do something in the public eye. She loved talking. And,
Yes. Either journalism. I've always seen you talking.
you're always journaling.
Or asking people
read a lot.
questions.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
our summers in Turkey. Do you still have those journals?
I don't know where they are. I don't know where the hell Mom took all of our stuff, dude. I don't have nothing.
You don't have any of your journals?
I have
Dude,
no
we were in
journals.
Turkey one year.
Dude, she would read my journals. Okay.
She did not read your journals. Does she know how to read? Love
she
my
would
mom.
try
But does
to
she know how to
the
read?
journals? So I ended up writing in code, and then I lost the keypad to the code, and then I couldn't fucking figure out what I said. Yes, she did. Don't you remember when people used to call the house? I'd pick up. I'd be like, "Hang up," and she'd never hang up.
But that's different because she understood English, but I didn't think she could read.
It doesn't matter. She tried to read. No, she could read up until 5th grade. And what was I writing? I mean, it's not Shakespeare.
You're no Taylor Swift, Jen.
I mean, I wasn't back then, but maybe now. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for having us.
Jen. We
Of
love you.
course.
We love you, Jen.
I love you guys too.
you.
Thank you guys so much. Until next time, this is TV Gold. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.